have over a dozen sources of income, but I don't work 12 jobs. How is that possible? With passive income. Those of you who have been here for a while know that I have built much of my business around reselling, but it isn't the only way that I pay the bills. Today, I'm going to be taking you through one of the easiest and smartest ways that absolutely anyone can start earning passive income from their home in their spare time. We're going to be focusing on Amazon, print on demand, and KDP publishing. Lots of fancy words, but what do they mean and how do you get started? Don't worry, today I'm taking you along from start to finish, and by the end of today's video, you'll be equipped with every tool you need to start this income stream yourself. Let's go. Now, before you say, Rachel, I'm not an author or even a writer, allow me to explain low content or no content book publishing to you. Low content books can be as simple as blank pages. I'm serious. Or maybe the pages are ruled. It's a notebook, a journal. You could get a little fancier and make it a guided journal or even a puzzle book. People are making some serious money with Amazon KDP, with maze books, word searches, and what's more, you don't even have to come up with that content. You can use pre-designed templates designed by someone else. Now, I created a video about this in the past, but in 2025, I have a goal to publish one book every month at minimum. So today I'm taking you guys along step by step on my entire creative process. I'll also be giving you some of my tips and tricks along the way so you can start successfully selling books on Amazon KDP yourself. If all of that sounds good, please consider subscribing to the channel. It's 100% free, and it really helps a small creator such as myself get this free information into the hands of people who need it and will use it. In today's video, I'll be using the program and software that I use and love. It's the only software I use to create books for Amazon KDP, and that is BookBolt. One of my favorite things about BookBolt is that they already have preset templates for the exact sizes, dimensions, the page bleed, the margins, even the covers that Amazon is going to require. So everything is right there within the studio. There is no guesswork on my part. And when it's time to save my book, BookBolt saves it in a format that is easily streamable and readable by Amazon KDP. Again, taking all of that guesswork out. You'll see I simply upload my file once I get to the Amazon KDP page. And that entire file that BookBolt prepared is presented to Amazon, and I've never had trouble with it. If after watching today's video and watching me design my Amazon KDP books in BookBolt, you think that BookBolt could be right for you, they have generously gifted us a 20% off code for anyone who is new to BookBolt. You can click the link in my description or the pinned comment and get started today. Thank you to BookBolt for sponsoring today's video and getting free information about passive income out to those who need it. So today I'm actually creating a habit tracker with a focus on productivity. So within BookBolt, I'm going to click on products and I'm going to search products. This is actually searching Amazon for all of the products available with the keyword productivity. So immediately, first one that pops up is Swallow the Frog. If I click on that, it actually opens up within Amazon to show me everything here. Now I can click and read the full description, or there's a little hack for this to not have to have every single tab open and available. From within BookBolt, I can actually click show and read the description on all of these products. You can see to the right there are some keywords. We're going to get into a keyword search later, but from within this page, I can read the description of all of these books, click on the books. If they have any preview images of the inside, I can basically do all of my product research here. Let's say I want to actually use the word habit tracker. And we're going to search Amazon for everything that falls under habit tracker. And we're looking at 100 total results with good sales rate. The lowest price is $4. The highest price is $50, with the average price being around $9. So then I can determine if the average price is around $9, like this one is $6.99. Do I want to put in the work that it's going to take to be able to make a journal that is only going to sell for $10 on average? And what size are people buying these journals in? I'm seeing a lot of, this one is a 5x8. It's a very small notebook. I see a lot of 6x9, but basically from within BookBolt product, I can do all of the research on all of the products and go directly to the Amazon pages, keep this BookBolt page open, and incredibly user intuitive. I'll put it that way, because I have never done this before getting on BookBolt. Last year, I started using BookBolt, started using Amazon KDP, and now this is already second nature. It is, like I say, a very user friendly and intuitive program. So this is just one of the ways that you can research using BookBolt. So let's say I now want to research keywords only. Down here, I can actually find keywords. I can run a search and I can save my favorite keywords. So let's search for the keyword habit tracker and just see what keywords pop up when I search for habit. 100 word writing habit, 20-day habit. I can see all of the Amazon searches that actually included these keywords. I can see if it is low competition, if it is high competition. Atomic habits, for instance. Over 250,000 Amazon search volume. Now, Atomic Habits may have some copyright tied to that, so I want to ensure that I can still use these keywords, but all of these habit tracking journal, habit trackers journal, habit tracker journals, where is the S placed? Knowing that these are all different search results and which one pops up first and which one is searched most often. This keyword research that is built into BookBolt is invaluable, because no one knows that your product's available if it's not going to pop up in search results. Outside of you marketing your book, which you definitely need to market your book, if you are wanting people to find it just organically, it needs to pop up in search results. So again, BookBolt's keyword searcher, it's just invaluable. It's something that I use time and time again to ensure that once I get to the Amazon KDP page where it asks me for keywords, that I'm typing in the appropriate keywords. I'm not just guessing at keywords that no one's actually looking for. If Atomic Habit pops up 250,000 times, I want to have that in my keywords. Again, so long as I am allowed to use those keywords, I want to be using them. Now that I've researched my book, I've researched my keywords, I want to actually open up the BookBolt Studio, and this is a revised BookBolt Studio. They have listened to user feedback and come up with, again, an incredibly user intuitive, user friendly BookBolt Studio. And here is the studio with an old project open in the background. If you guys saw my last video about Amazon KDP, you saw me create that prayer journal, and a big shout out and thank you to everyone who has ordered that prayer journal. But here I am opening up a new project. Now it is going to ask you for your trim size. So I would recommend that you get familiar with the different sizes available through Amazon KDP and the prices, because you can't really change this. You need to know what size your book is now when you're creating it. You can make other copies later, but I know that I want this to be a 6x9. I also need to know whether or not I want black and white interior or colored pages, white paper, the page count. All of those things are incredibly important. Now, I said 90 pages on this, and later I go to change that, which was not fun to change all of it. But I thought it was going to be a 90-page book to begin with. It turned out to not be. But from here, I just want to show you guys some different things that are available. First of all, let's just pull up Habit Tracker. And these are all of the pages that are available. I can select which page I want that habit tracker to actually appear on. Now, the habit tracker that I've just pulled up is available in the templates. I didn't have to create any of this, guys. Everything was just done for me. This isn't the exact style that I want, but I wanted to be able to show you guys how you can use these templates. And then we're going to take a look at the other templates and processes that are available within the BookBolt Studio here. So let's say instead of habit tracker, I am looking, let's just type in tracker, and we're going to see all of these trackers are available. Did not have to create a single one of these. Look at these fitness trackers, all of these things that this is free for you to use. It comes with your BookBolt Studio subscription. Again, we're talking about 20% off with the code that is in the description, and all of these are available. So let's say I wanted to create an entire tracker book, a mood tracker, a 30-day mood tracker. I copy this onto a 30-page little journal, 30-page book, and we're done. I mean, this one's actually 31 days here, so you could make it a whole year mood tracker, a little 12-page book. sell that thing for $5, and there you go. You just created a book, and you didn't actually have to create a whole lot because it was here within the template. So I'm going to type in monthly calendar. Let's just see what pops up for monthly calendar. Calendar. So we have all of these. We have a fitness calendar here. I could get something like that and maybe just adjust some of the clip art. I like it being a fitness calendar though. Let's say I wanted to select that and pop it into just this one page. Now I can select every single page I want that to appear on. Every single page. I could select this page. I could select every other page. All of the even pages, all of the odd pages. This is an entire layout of my entire book so far. So literally can just randomly select and then clone that, submit, and now it is on the pages that I selected. It really is that easy. So imagine doing that with other templates, other book options. Again, you don't need to be an author. You don't need to be a writer. Now, I'm not going to actually use this fitness calendar for my book today. I just wanted to show you guys all of the options, how you can resize this, how you can use layers. Let's take a look at a few other options here within the studio, just give you guys an idea about how easy it is. I'm going to add a heading here. This is just like any Word document, really. I'm going to type this in. I can change whether or not it's bold. I can change the font. I can change the size. And as I said, if you look on the right over there, everything is layerable. So if you've worked in any programs that allow you to use layers, that is always so much better because nothing is locked into place, and you can layer one thing on top of another thing and really get super creative. So I'm glad that BookBolt allows that, because look at all these pictures. These are pictures that I've uploaded in the past, but they have Pixabay. I probably am not saying that right, but they have partnerships with these two different providers of royalty-free clip art, essentially. So you have access to all of this clip art, and which may not be royalty free somewhere else, but it is within this studio. So I'm glad that they've made those partnerships, because I can search for anything and pictures are available. And again, with it being so easy to do with layers on BookBolt, I imagine creating your entire book cover from these vibrant photos, these stock photos that are in there. I don't have to, take my camera or go use another program and edit photos. These brilliantly colored and vibrant photos are already within BookBolt Studio. So mad props to them for that. So I've actually already typed out here page 1, which is not, I left a blank page, and I think then we're on, page 2 or something, but I can justify it. I can center it however I want my text to be aligned. This is not looking like much of a book to me yet. So I'm going to move it up here, and I actually hate it being centered. So we're going to go back and change it again to being justified. But, there are just so many different ways that you can customize your book. So we'll fast forward through a bit of this and show you some more things that BookBolt has to offer. We're going to take a look at the toolbar on the left here and just guide you guys through everything that BookBolt has to offer right here within Studio. Now, this is a free drawing tool. I can literally take my stylus. I'm using my mouse here, so I'm just making scribbles, and let's make a little happy face. And you can see there on the right that, again, everything is in layers. So I can delete by layers. I can move layers around. If you're a graphic artist, if you're really great with a stylus, you could probably create an entire photo and do it right here within BookBolt Studio. The studio also has all kinds of built-in graphics and shapes. All of those are resizable. I can tilt these. There are more shapes than you could imagine just right here within BookBolt. If I wanted to do patterns, again, imagine this when creating the cover, the spine even, the back of your book. The possibilities are endless. I contemplated just a little star on the bottom of every one of my pages instead of a page number. I think I ended up applying it on the first one. I did away with it. I was kind of trying to create like a little tire mark here on this one. But again, with all of that built in, there's no need to go anywhere else. Everything can be done within BookBolt Studio. And I think that's what I like the most about it. Any edits that I'm going to want to make to a page, they're right here at your fingertips. Let's take another look at those photos. So again, I can upload anything from within my computer. This a great view of clouds. I used this on a previous journal that I created. I use this as the cover. I can rotate this completely all the way around, however I want to customize what that looks like. And again, within the interior templates library, I can, let's say I want to add a maze. I can add a maze, I can add a word search, I can create an entire puzzle book, not being a genius at creating puzzles. So word puzzle, let's say I want to do a word search or something. You can actually, from within BookBolt Studio, I can create a word puzzle. I can give all of the answers. I can tell it if I want the answers to be at the bottom of the page, if I want it to be at the back of the page, all of that is right here. Even a word search, I will say these are the 12 words that I want. I want the word bank over here. And you can make themed word searches, themed crossword puzzles even within BookBolt, something that I never imagined I would actually be able to create. So all right, we fast forwarded quite a bit. I'm actually working on my book here. This is this habit tracker is going to guide you month by month on your goals. So that particular page I actually want to have appear 12 different times in the book, and I can clone that within the book. So I only have to design the page one time, because with this particular one, the only thing that's going to change is the day number, day 1 through 30, and then 30 days later it's going to be day 31 through 60. Again, I ended up changing all of that because I change my mind a lot. And I'm glad that BookBolt can keep up with that. It's really easy to just click around every time I change my mind and make things look exactly the way I want them to look. But again, I'm glad I only have to make the page one time and I can clone it. So from here, let's say this view is great, but I want to actually see how this lays out in a book. There's a little star up at the bottom. I ended up taking that out. But look, here is how my book would look open. And I can even take those grid lines off. I can see the month view on the left and my habit tracker on the right. Created all of this right here within the BookBolt app. So again, you don't have to really have a whole lot of technical experience, expertise, knowledge, and BookBolt has their own YouTube channel. I will link it down below in the description, where they walk you through how to do just about anything. I love that if I'm using an app, I can just Google, how do I XYZ on this app? And BookBolt, they have so many videos about that. They have videos by creators, just like the one that you're watching right now. So here I noticed that there was a typo. Using the flat book lay like that, you can actually proofread your book. And then here's the cover layout. One of my favorite things about the cover layout is you see that red margin around the entire book. It shows you this is the bleed, this is the spine of the book, you need to fill this area. It gives you all of that instruction right there. So I can design my book cover and know that it's going to look exactly like it needs to look. And I'm not concerned about whenever I get to KDP, something is not quite right. So now I'm actually ready to save my book. So I'm going to download, and I'm going to download the current project. It does not take long at all. Now it saves it to a zip file on your computer where you told it to save to, and you simply unzip that file because you are going to need to upload the interior and the cover separately on KDP. So speaking of KDP, here we are. This is Kindle Direct Publishing. These are some projects I have created in the past. You guys watched me create that. Your Amazon KDP account is free to create. So I'm going to click create. I can do an ebook. I can do a paperback, a hardcover, or a series of books. We are doing a paperback today. It wants to know my book title, subtitle. Is this a part of a series? It is also going to ask me about the size, the page count, all of those things that we determined inside of BookBolt. That's why I say you need to become a little bit familiar with the KDP page, the questions that it's going to ask you. But BookBolt is not going to give you an option that's not available available here on Amazon KDP. So 6x9 for this particular book. Who is the author? Are there any contributors? And here is where we place that description. Now remember, with BookBolt's research tool, I was able to read other product descriptions. This is your product description on Amazon. So I can write a good description based off of the ones that I researched. And here, my research tool, let's go back to BookBolt, go back to the keyword researcher, and we can see which ones that I saved as favorites. We can see all of these keywords over here, the keyword count for all of these items, go to my favorites that I saved, and which ones did I like so well. Habit Trackers Journal, Atomic Habit, Personal Habit Tracker, and ADHD Habit Tracker. Those were searched more often than other words. So I have 7 keywords that I can put in here. It is important to have done that research. So when you get here, you're just plugging in the ones that you already saved as your favorite. Underneath here, you can choose a future publication date, maybe the publication date is today, the release date is later. My publication and release date are going to be the same. Amazon does have to approve your book. That can take 3 to, I think, 7 days for it to actually get approved, probably not counting weekends or holidays. But again, just wrapping up, filling in all of my keywords here. Again, it is published the same day. We will save and continue this and move us right on to the next page. Published without an ISBN, unless you have one. Now here is where you start to get into all those specifics that you established when you first created your project over on BookBolt. That is 6x9. There's no bleed, or is there a bleed? Now I actually had to go back and change this. I said bleed, but I should have selected no bleed, or vice versa. I selected no bleed and I should have selected bleed. It is a PDF file. And BookBolt already had the bleed on there. So I had to change that. I'm telling you to select bleed PDF only. Is it matte pages? Are they glossy pages? And then from here, you actually start uploading your file, your book cover and your interior. All right, here is, once I've written my entire description, it also is going to ask me if I own the publishing rights to be able to actually publish this book. Who is my primary audience? Is this something that needs to be 18 and up only? Where's my primary marketplace? For me, that is Amazon.com. It'll be the American website. Now, my primary audience, I could choose baby to 18 and up, but it's not really, I mean, that would be saying it's for anyone, but they're not going to get the most use out of it. So just be honest. Who's going to use your book? Where's the primary marketplace? Choosing what country that you're in, and then your category. There is actually a category for low content books, and that's what we've created today. So that's what we're going to select. We're going to say at the very, very bottom here, non-classifiable, and then we'll go with low content books. So flashing back to the upload page, I have uploaded the interior, the manuscript, and if that's low content, if that's just the ruled pages, I've uploaded that. I've uploaded my book cover as well. And from here, I'm just going to wait for Amazon KDP to say whether or not my book gets published. And I've never had one declined personally. Again, that can take a few days. You can launch a preview here and actually look at your book. I would suggest doing that. Ensure that your bleed is right, that your margins are right. That's how I discovered that I actually needed to select bleed instead of a no bleed on here. Once you get approval from Amazon that your book has been published, it's available for sale, and it's also available for your promotion. Now remember, folks aren't going to just buy your book unless they know it's there. It's super important for you to promote your book. Promoting your work not only on your social media and on the internet, but in real life as well will ensure the success of your product. If you want something a little more aggressive, understand that you can publish an entire book. You can actually write a book. You could write a novel. The possibilities here are endless. It does not have to end with notebooks and journals. Maybe that's where you start. And then once you discover how easy it is to self-publish books on KDP, you might be writing young adult fiction or a novel of your own. I'm willing to bet that you're an expert on something that the world would pay money to know more about. Write a book about that. If you liked today's video, please hit that like button and let YouTube know, and stick around, consider subscribing, because I'm gonna be sharing more of my money-making streams of income with you guys than ever before, giving you a bit more of a look into my life and how exactly I make money, how it is that I stay self-employed, working from home, showing up in the lives of the people I love the most, and ensuring that our bills still get paid. As far as Amazon KDP though, it is always going to be BookBolt for me. Don't forget about that 20% off code, Rachel Strickland, at the link in the description. For now, thank you so much for watching today's video. God bless, and no matter what it is, remember to treat your business like your business.